Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Forgotten City. On last Let's Play, we prevented a guy from killing himself. We talked to him because, he didn't have to worry about her one lady dying. Talked to the person that was a physician that wasn't a physician. Talked to the crazy lady who's like, oh, wait, you actually believe me? Okay, I'm not crazy, I'm gonna speak quite eloquently. Learned about a guy that went missing, came into a temple, and found this guy, who we're going to talk to some more. But we're also looking for somebody else, I guess?
Good to see you again, friend. You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company?
Oh, you must be the guy stealing the food.
It's a long story.
Took me a while to think.
I was a quarrelsome young man.
I was like, what do you eat?
At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunken mercenary. It became heated. He drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Yeah. I mean, it both say,
They are one and the
I guess.
same. The Romans call him Pluto, but long before that, my people called him Hades. My generation was wiped out, turned to gold many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job, and he'd send them after me again. I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive.
It's weird that it's like, these are nymptic gods, but they're like, oh, we didn't know that somebody went into this hole in the ground.
I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed
So
away.
people just die of old
Some
age?
from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Kabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in many, many years.
Oof.
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides. But, like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner. As you wish. Ha! If I did, would I be living like this? Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying with me. Ha!
I had to click on all the things.
You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription. It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you if Kabash had not already taken it. I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the Shrine of Persephone became the Shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans.
Okay.
However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription. We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail. There are certain things you must see for yourself. Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Oh, Jesus.
I enjoyed our chat, but please.
That's interesting where it's like, well, oh wait, this guy's living in a barrel. Is he the Diogenes? I'm not sure how Diogenes died. Is this the way we came in? Yeah, looks like it. I'm not sure much. I don't know much about Diogenes, but I think he lived in a barrel.
Remarkable.
Ooh, that's a texture missing. So there's gonna be like ancient aliens or something. So this seems very... like, these guys didn't make it, it was just here? Wait. Okay, I was wondering if they were doing that thing where the head turns. That spooked me when I was playing, what's it called? The Solaris Project or whatever? Okay, aqueducts. We might keep these Let's Plays a bit longer. 4? So are these the peeled people, or what? So it's like there's Egyptians down here for some reason, and then there's older people. Oh wait, why? How is there golden statues here and stuff like that? Wouldn't that mean that if he stepped foot in here, he'd immediately get found out? Okay, there's at least one dead guy in here. I was like, I hear something over there. Yeah, buddy. Nice. How did the person that played... Fuck, what was that one game? Carnal Instinct has ever played this game? Yeah. Okay, save and then do it. Oh, or arrows. Nice. So. How does the main character know this? Well, they are an archaeologist, but still. Huh. Okay. You.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
Are you Karbash?
I am Kabash.
Okay.
And let me guess, another Greco-Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors, Trousers, boots, curious here. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want? To what end? That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it, and restore the honor of Osiris.
Cool. Can you explain what Lord Silence is? I'd just say that was a little too easy.
Now, as for the other plaque. Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit and there it was.
Oh, because those things eat people?
You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it. Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie. I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
A duet, I guess?
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story, and here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten.
How would they be able to
My
do
only
that?
solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
Uh-huh.
It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us. And that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this, I cannot accept.
Seriously?
I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
You're doing the exact thing that they're doing.
You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
Please don't.
You are too late. It is done.
I wish you hadn't done that.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
Well, there's a door back there which I believe would bring us out.
If it will help you to see reason, then ask. I am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber. On my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kerti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kerti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead. This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me.
Oh, my mouse. I lost tracking, I guess.
If someone is to break the golden rule, It will not be me, for I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods.
For people to know that on the surface, that would have to mean people survived
I
somehow.
do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is, it would be unwise to venture down there.
It makes you want to go down there even more.
Is everyone so contrary where you are from? Do not even consider it.
Too late.
Good. Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there. I see it in your eyes.
Definitely.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
Do I look sane to you?
We shall see.
Let's look at this nifty flashlight. Well, it doesn't seem like infinite darkness. It just seems down. Can you put one of these fires down there just in case there's guys? I don't know. Oops. Okay. Nurgle, the fierce one. Is that me, or...? Okay, so these are, like, the guys from the beginning of the thing of... what was it? The Byzantine Empire? What was the thing called? House of Ashes? God, that would be like thousands of years. Like, even more than these guys' is thousands of years. Oh, I can't go over that way. I guess there's this just bioluminescent stuff. Though the fact that there's just all this wreckage makes me a bit worrisome. I need to blow my nose. Oops, sorry. Test? Okay. It is funny and apt to real life that it's like these other religions took our religion and did bad things with it. What? Ain't good. But then, it's like, they took our religion, and that ain't good. But then, it turns out we took someone else's religion, and them having a religion that we took is not good. Not that we did the bad things, but we need to hide this. Get rid of it. It's blasphemy. But then where's the Christian hell? Or whatever. I'm pretty sure I went around that one. Did that one guy come down here? But there's a thing that, you know...
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise. You will die here. I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed? Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
I mean, you put it down a pit that you could have gone and got more of. Unless you just kind of followed in behind me. If something can be destroyed by the truth, it... Yeah, that would say that his thing's like a lie.
Why? To what end? But why? What business could you have with Osiris?
Going to kill him and become God. Let's try that one.
Blasphemous fool! You have sealed your own fate. Ha, good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more tremor will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I guess that's, hey, you're gonna get fucked either way. I hope it's not too far. But like, where was he? Was he back here? Were they there?
When I told that, Why? But, blasphemous fool, you have...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Where is he? Okay.
When I told you, Why? But... Blasphemous... When... What? But... Doubtful. What do you know about honoring the Lord of Silence?
I thought he knew that we would get a lie or not.
You speak the truth. Indeed, it seems we have all been deceived. Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales
I want
and
to meet
to swear
Anubis.
ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience? I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
I mean, both are good.
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Actually, I don't know.
You are persuasive. Very well. I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque. I will remain here for a while, and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
So where the fuck are you? I would say, I guess this would be if you're going in the other direction. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I guess you could be a well, I can't really see anything.
You again. What? Of course.
Bye, asshole. Ugh. I don't know. I was thinking it was gonna be like ancient aliens or something like that, or the void, and not, hey, the Byzantines are here before us, kind of thing.
You carry the gift of
Hey.
Prometheus. Good to see you again, friend.
Nothing new? Okay. So let's see, that's the Egyptian one. Oh, is the Byzantine one the one that we got? Okay, that's 3 we got. Roman. So just need the Greek one. Can't do that now. Let's do that at some point. Can't do that now. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. What happens if we tell him one person's gonna break the golden rule? Well, I feel like there's only one thing we can do, which is break the golden rule and heat. It. Though there is one thing I'd want to check. Oh yeah, there's you.
Ave.
Ave. Well, since you're here, you could see how that election goes. The first way we
Certainly. Maybe.
got out.
Ave. It.
Wait, can we nominate? We do that next time.
As I said.
Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
We hear you very well.
Such a bright light. Apollo is powerful here, is he not?
Yes, he is. I try to shine in her face, but, you know. Oh, here's the question. How is it that the Egyptians were able to build on... Like, I can understand Romans building on the Greeks because it's, like, on the same level, but how did the Greeks build a cave system on top of the Egyptians and the Egyptians on top of the, you know, people below that?
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius,
Sendius.
Dacius,
Malleolus.
Galerius,
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil,
Malleolus.
Ulpius,
Sentius.
Rufius,
Malleolus.
and finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
And I have to probably get the archer guy to see him so that we can get more info.
Thank you.
I need to have a list of things. Actually, I guess I could use this here.
Honored to have been elected.
Oh, but I can't write really well.
And
And this isn't a good
I
pen.
make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally
Type it
enjoy
here.
the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more. The Golden Rule is real, you idiot. For his attempt to deceive us all,
I would run if I was one of you guys.
Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies. It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is, a children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer. For the
perhaps should follow
sins
him.
of the one.
So he didn't have to be assaulted or killed, he just... He just, is threatened and then books it. It's where that threatening is the thing. Okay, end of this Let's Play. So comment, cause like, comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like me YouTube and would like to see crew, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to crew, and please remember to spay new your animals to help control the pet population. And until next time, Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix of the Forgotten City. So thanks and see ya.